Hello viewers, you're welcome to another episode of The N.O.W Show. Your show for overcomers and winners, taking you on a journey of self-discovery to becoming the best you that was created. Yes. I am your regular host, Abosede Oza Osho. On today's episode, I have with me a very interesting personality and we have an interesting discussion. What is our topic for today? From truancy to triumph. Why do we call it that? You will find out in a minute when we dive into the interview. And my guest today is, like I said, interesting personality. Faruq Olusola Lawson, popularly called FOL. Wow, FOL, you're welcome to the N.O.W Show. Wow. Thank you. We're doing this finally.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Yes, Thank you so much. Faruq Olusola Lawson, popularly called FOL, has his background in electrical engineering. He was living in the United Kingdom, where he had relocated from after growing up in Nigeria, being British born. It was here that God gave him a mandate to return to Nigeria to carry out the assignment he had been called into. He leads Cornerstone Counseling Center, a counseling and coaching ministry which operates in the prophetic, and many have testified to a transformed life and mindset through this ministry. He's married and blessed with 2 young adults. Once again, welcome with me to the N.O.W Show.
Welcome.
FOL. I'm just calling you FOL.
That's my name.
Yes, that's what everyone calls you. Wow, FOL. From truancy to triumph.
That's thought about it like that.
You know, and that is the story of your life.
Yes.
You know, from truancy to triumph. The story of Faruq Olusola Lawson, one boy who has given his mother. And you know, why are we doing this? It's so that, you know, people can hear your story, learn from it, be inspired, that there is no situation that is
beyond God.
That's right.
No situation, nothing on that basis.
Honestly. So FOL, your story.
I don't know where to start.
Start from somewhere, please.
My story is deep. You know, my journey of coming into the Lord, finding God, you know, it breaks protocol. It breaks mindset that, you know, we're being taught, you know. I find God in an unbelievable way. You know, God get attractive to me to serving God in unbelievable way as well. I can't explain it. You know, I'm in the place whereby now that without God there's no life. There's nothing out of Him. You know, when Paul said I boast in my weakness, I can relate to that. You know, based on my own life, people that I've worked with, what people share with me, the type of people that God brought my way. So there's no closet, you know, but God is real.
God is real. That is FOL now.
Yes.
And FOL of before is somebody that anybody would not have thought could be doing what he's doing today.
Yes.
So I need us to start from FOL of before. You know, because honestly, you're going to be helping a lot of people. I know a lot of mothers who are having issues with their sons right now, and they are thinking it's the end of the world. So I need them to hear your story to know that it's not the end of the world. There is more coming. There is a better.
I don't know where some parents have been. I remember at least when I was 15, 16, when my mother would walk into the room, or there was a time she didn't even see me for 3 years.
Wow.
I just ran away from home.
You ran away from home?
Stole her money and take some of her clothes, her jewelry, and just go. And after the money finished, I was on the street of Lagos.
Wow.
You know, for close to 3 years, I was nowhere to be found.
Wow.
And I was in Lagos. So, and they picked me up on the street one day, they bring me back. And I remember then, every day, when my mom would open up, she would just be crying. What I just want you to do is to go to school and become somebody. You will enter here, come out here. And the following morning or 2 days later, if I see a way of escape, I've gone.
You go again.
Yes.
Wow.
So, and I did that for a couple of, so that's why I said, I find God and I can't explain it. Not that somebody sat me down and said to me, if you don't, the only time I respond to altar call, it was when I started conforming and I went to church because of a woman. But I found God before then.
You know, I need to ask you this question. All that time you were playing Truancy, what was going through your mind?
Life. I'm just me.
You are just you.
I'm just me.
You are living life. Wow. So when a child is defiant, they're playing Truancy, they don't see it from the parents' angle.
No, at times they're not trying to prove anything.
Wow, they are not trying to prove anything.
No, that's what they enjoy at that point in time. That's what my own story was.
Wow, what you enjoyed at that point in time.
Yes. I started smoking weed in 1982, and I was just about 14 then. I was just enjoying life. I wasn't thinking about I'm disappointing someone. All those stuff doesn't even go through my mind.
Wow.
I'm just living life.
Wow.
And I'm trying to belong.
Oh, trying to belong.
Yes.
Can you explain that trying to belong?
Trying to belong is that you want to do what you see on the street. You want to have liberty. You want to be in control of your life. And this is where you find your life. You enjoy it. The forces that is behind it, I can't explain it. But I was just living life.
You were just living life. So now, having known better, do you have any regrets of those years, or is there something that you think somebody could have done to help you earlier?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just trying to.
The way my mind works, I have no regret.
Okay.
Because it has made me who I am today, and who I am
thankfully,
today.
yes.
It makes me value God more than anything. So that's why I can't judge, I can't condemn.
Okay.
So, I see beyond what people are dealing with or what they are telling me. So it makes me put more value on God. That, when the Bible said the heart of man is desperately wicked, to what extent I can attain a position because of position, don't care of how many people I step on. I can come for help because I need you to help me, but I never tell you what is behind. So we take this to marriage, we take this to our career, to everything we do, because it's all about us. We don't see about the other people. You understand? So what he has done for me, it makes me value God and value people. You mentioned parents now. A lot of children or people of my age then. Yes. And I also have friends. I know people there. I remember the first time I went to UK. The day I went to church, a friend took me from church, you understand me? And we went to spend credit card that same day in the house of God. So it goes beyond the surface.
So you've seen it all, you've done it all.
Yes.
You've stolen, you've smoked weed, yes. You've committed fraud, credit card fraud. You've left school,
everything.
You've given your parents hell, as it were.
Yes.
And that was you just living life.
Oh, just living life.
To you. And all that time, it didn't cross your mind like there was a better you in you.
No, I wasn't thinking like that. What's better? Better means that moment.
That's the best
exactly
that you knew. Wow.
I just remember now, there was a period that, my parents said they would follow me to school to know. They said I've not been going to school. And the following that I left and I stabbed myself in the hand.
What?
I stabbed myself with both hands in the hand so that I will not be able to go to school with them the following day.
Wow.
And I was just living life.
Wow. Okay.
It's not that I have a extremely poor background or I don't know what's happening. I wasn't suffering of anything.
Okay.
I have uncle, I have anything I want.
So it wasn't from lack of funds to send you to school that sent you into Truancy.
No.
It was just you living life.
Yes.
So Your parents were well enough to make sure that you got the best of education.
Yes, my mom is doing well, ready to give us the best.
I mean, if you were stealing that money and she didn't even know that you were stealing that money, so definitely that meant that she was, wealthy, well-to-do and all.
Okay.
I'm just trying to, because I'm a mother myself, and I'm just thinking how agonizing, I mean, a parent would feel the pain, but that child is not even aware of the fact that they're inflicting pain on you.
No.
To them, they're just living their lives.
No.
Wow.
They just live their life.
Wow. So at what point, FOL, did you have that turnaround? How did you come about? Did you get to the point where you said, no more, I'm not doing this anymore, or there was intervention, or what happened?
I just believe I found God there.
Grace and mercy.
Yes.
Wow.
As I always say to people, I will tell you one thing now. At times when I sit back and I'm praying, I said, okay, I look back, so what did I like doing those days most? I like smoking and I like gambling a lot. And in my mind, I would think, if I face with those things today, will I still do it? Myself will say no, but my spirit now will say that I'm able. And that's the grace.
That's the grace.
I remember when I went back to England, I stopped smoking weed in 1986. So I did not smoke for about 3 or 4 years. No, I was smoking. I'm lying. I stopped smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
But I smoke weed.
Wow.
So when I traveled to England in the 90s, but in UK, if you have to smoke weed, you have to mix it with ashes or cigarettes. So it's not natural anymore.
Okay.
And I don't smoke cigarettes anymore.
Okay.
I only take pure weed. So when I got to England, I was like, how will I survive? How will I survive?
Because the weed was watered down.
It was watered down because you have to align it with cigarette then. And I was saying to myself, how will I survive? By this time, my brother started taking me to church. I've even started seeing vision. I've even started prophesying.
Weed smoker.
Yes. Let's be honest.
Are you serious?
God is my witness.
Wow. So when they say God can use anybody,
He can use anybody.
Wow.
It's religious mind that said the gift of God is without repentance. That's what the Bible teaches. Then, because after coming out of this notorious behavior and everything that I do, which I still have friends that I hang around them, we still hang together. Because my brother is a leader in his church, so I was living with him.
Okay.
He make us pray all the times. He make us, but it's my brother, so I can just walk away and go and do whatever I want to do. It got to a point in the house, they think anytime I went into the bathroom, I come back, my eyes have to be red because I smoke in the house and nobody knows. And I will still come pray and prophesy. And to my amazement, people say, how do you know? How did it happen? And I'm looking at them, what happened with these people? So God has no respect of anybody. So when I travel to UK, when I go to UK, I don't take cigarette anymore.
Okay.
And I say, how am I going to survive? And I prayed, I said, God, if you are God, help me. I will never forget September 22, 1990. That was the last time. I smoked.
1990.
Yes.
Wow.
So in December that year, I went to go and visit my senior brother, my family, my uncle in US. So in US too, they are all young men. They are doing well for themselves. They all smoke. So when I got to his house, they were all smoking in the room, and I was in the room upstairs. And I said, because I can smell the raw.
Okay.
And I've not smoked for about 6 or 5 months. And I said, God help me. God help me. I was battling with that thought in the room. God help me, God help me. So by the time I said, grace will speak for me. Let me just smoke this time. And by the time I got downstairs, they said, we just smoked the last one. It has finished. That's how God saved me. And up to today, not by my power.
Wow.
I did not smoke.
Wow.
So if we commit something into God's hand, there's no way. In the right time, God perfects it.
Okay.
And He makes it beautiful.
Okay. Oh, wow. God makes it beautiful once we commit it to His hands. So now we're coming to the triumphant part of you. So the triumphant FOL today is a counselor, is a coach, and a prophet, right? Because I mean, it's so interesting, because sometimes they say that whatever happens with us is so that we can use it in helping others. So would you say that everything you've been through is helping you in what you're doing today?
It's helping me with what I'll do today. It makes me real with myself.
Okay.
I think my own biggest testimony is how my family perceive me. They can see the whole Shola.
Yes.
Most people call me Shola then, to who I am today.
Okay.
Especially my family, because most people that I meet today, they just met the gift.
Okay.
They met me transform.
They transform their FOL.
Exactly. They don't even know where I'm coming from. So when I speak the way I speak, someone goes, why is this guy so blunt? Why is he doing like this? Because I won't,
they don't know your journey.
Exactly. I won't give you principle. I will give you my reality.
Yes.
That is me, and that's what I choose to be. I don't want to form for anybody.
Yeah. Do
you understand me? Yes. I don't want you to just love me and tomorrow you reject me or whatever. So it's either you accept me for who I am today, which I've encountered. So I have a lot of acquaintances in my life. But my family that knows me, or people that I grew up with, they know my story. So when they see, then they appreciate the beauty of God in my life.
So our story, we should own our story. Our stories are realities.
That's my reality. And that's what I hold on to. And that's what keeps me going. Because if I look at the past and what God has brought me from, you understand me? I look at what I've done, I look at grace, and I look at how mercy has spoken for me, how God has glorified himself in my life. It makes me stand. Because I can form for you, I can give you what you want now, and you buy into it. But what sustains the relationship? It's me that will sustain the relationship. So I can hide for so long. That's why you see, a man and woman who said, oh, for better, for worse, till death do us apart. After 20 years, they are thinking divorce. Oh, I don't know this about you. This is not me. It's because we put what we are not upfront. Two shall become one. How does that mean? I use this word for my friend and my client at times in front of me. I said, until we learn to tolerate each other. And some will say, why would my husband tolerate me? Why would my wife tolerate me? Because we are not being real.
So there's a level of tolerance that must come with any relationship we're in.
So that's why for me,
yes,
I like to, this is me, take it or leave it.
Okay. Earlier I'd asked you what advice you have for parents. We're talking about the reality of the parents. Now, for a young man or a young woman, because even females can play truancy,
a lot.
Exactly, who is out there and they are in that period of truancy, what would you say to them?
Just keep on praying and trust God.
The person who is playing truancy, would they want to pray? Or
the parents,
the people around them? Okay.
You never know who God can use. You never
so don't give up on any child who is playing truancy. Don't try to change them.
Into the hands of God.
Just commit them because you know that.
There's this saying that your child will do the same thing to you that you did to your parents. I don't have that experience. My boy is 25 now. He has never given me sweat.
Wow.
All day.
Wow. See how lucky you are.
I'm not lucky. I'm blessed.
See how blessed you are.
The boy has never...
With the grief you gave your own mother.
Exactly.
And you are not even undergoing anything at all. That's what they talk about when you go through a transformation.
Yes.
The transformation is complete, and everything like that. Wow. Interesting.
And all I gave Denzel when Denzel was growing up is we talk about the things of God.
Yes.
I never said don't listen to MTV, don't do this. We just talk. I just talked to him.
So he's your friend.
Yes. I even told him once, I said, look here, boy, if someone slaps you in school, if they slap you once, don't slap one, give them 4. I'm being honest. That's what I tell my children.
You see, is that truant in you that is still talking?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I was from that. I was going to say that. Do you think the relationship you had with your parents, had an influence on what you were at that time? Because talking about you and your son now, you have a friendship going on. So are you saying that friendship has helped your relationship with your son? Did you have that?
No.
You didn't have that?
I didn't have that.
So was that contributory to what happened to you?
I have a father that, in as much as a Lagos man,
yes,
but he loves his children.
Okay.
You understand
okay.
me? And
yes.
To be honest with you, I think we ask for what we don't have. If my father have it, he will give it to me. He doesn't have it. So for me to expect him to give me that, then I'll be sinning in a way.
Wow. Wow.
Because my father he did what he knows how to do.
What he knew best.
Same as our parents. So you see a lot of people now cursing their parents. They give what they know how to give.
So always give people room, knowing that is all they have to offer.
If they know to do it better, they will do it better.
If they know to do it better, they will do it better.
But they don't know.
In fact, FOL, I am so, this interview is really, it just gives me the chills, because I am getting to realize some things, because we take some things for granted. So I'm happy we're doing this. So the way I'm learning, I'm hoping that somebody out there is also learning and picking up one or two things, and I just want to thank you for agreeing to share with us, to share your life with us, to go through, your journey. Not everybody is comfortable talking about their journeys, especially in a society where people want to change who they are, or change, their history or their backgrounds. And here you are confidently talking about it and using it to help others, to transform, and knowing very well that wherever you are, it's not the end.
At all.
There's always something better.
I'm not even at the end yet.
You're not yet at the end. Neither am I.
God is
we're still all on the journey.
Interesting that you said that. Last week, in fellowship, God was telling me that, and this is just me.
Yes.
He said, never find fault in anybody again.
Never find fault
in anybody. Anybody means anybody. So how will I get there? What does that mean? What does that mean? Never find fault in anybody.
Interesting.
So the person that I see doing very wrong, I should not condemn that person. So how will I get there? So and as I'm talking to you now, if I look at the grace of God that I find in my journey, then why don't I see grace in other people?
Why don't you see grace in other people? Wow, interesting.
Because somebody stole or killed in the morning, does that mean in the night that person will still be a killer?
So we're all on a journey. And transformation always takes place. It continues
all the time.
When you are on a journey. So what we need to realize is that we're all on a journey. And transformation always comes when you are on a journey. Do not condemn anybody who you see is in what you call a disadvantaged position at any point in time, because there's still room to grow. There's room.
And that's the beauty of God, man. The Bible says we all conform to the image of the Son of God. Wow. Till we all conform to that image. So that conformity is process.
It's a process.
That's why the process stands for. Believing is not a process. Allowing God is not a process. It's just when you accept Him, then the journey started. And in that journey, I was saying at the meeting yesterday that why would the Bible say a righteous man fall 7 times? Why is a righteous man falling? And the Lord keep picking that person up.
Just shows that it's a process.
Parents, you don't give up on your children. Just keep on praying. Don't try to impose your whole way on them, because their views are different.
Wow.
But once you send God to them, in that foolishness, God will visit them there.
Wow. In that foolishness, God will visit them there.
My son when my son went to university.
Yes.
So the first week he went to club with all his friends and everything. And he came out of the club around 2 and he said, I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable in this nightclub and everything, which I'm not saying club is bad. Clubbing is bad. I never told him that, and I'm still not saying it. You know, and he came out of that nightclub that night and he left all his friends and he went back home. He said, I'm not comfortable there. He never went back. Up to today.
Just the way he felt. Wow.
Who can feel that way?
Especially when it's not as if he had heard it from you or anything. Wow.
It's God.
How awesome.
So that's how we need to trust God for our children, for our life. A soundboard can change your children. So you can meet a friend that was just discussing, or what my dad and my mommy was discussing, can transform that boy or that girl's life.
Wow.
So that's committing it to the hands of God.
Wow. It's like...
And never try to help God.
You know, FOL, you know, we have something that we do on the Now Show, which we call the last word. It's like you've already taken the last word, even before I asked you about the last word. How amazing is that? You know, I just want to thank you again and again and again for doing this with us, for sharing of your life. And I do hope that you've been able to take one or two things out of this discussion, especially for those who are still believing for a transformation in that child that is playing truancy today. There's hope, and that child will surely change. So until we come your way again on the Now Show, myself and FOL are saying goodbye. And
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you, FOL.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like this video. And if you haven't, subscribe to the Now Show channel today and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss any video that is uploaded. Thank you for watching.